Good evening, everyone, at rantfinance.com, and welcome to another edition of Dino's Tech Picks. Tonight is May 31st, Thursday. Going on about 10:20 p.m. Eastern. Looking at the minis, and another kind of wild day. Last night we talked about this wedge breaking. We kind of consolidated down here last night in the video last night. I mentioned I put a potential dotted channel line here that runs exactly like this top trend line, thinking that maybe the wedge would morph into another channel. And this wouldn't be a wedge breaking, but more of an up channel, which could be still a bear flag of this deep channel off of the Head and Shoulders steep drop and met target down here that we had a couple weeks ago. But that was not to be the case. We kind of drifted up here into the early morning hours, and then swiftly came back down at the open and hit this green line. And I thought, well, couple things here. One, as I pan in a little bit, I thought maybe this was going to be an inverse Head and Shoulders reversal pattern here, and we kind of came down here right before the open in pre-market trading, and shout out to Zoltar here. He'd said this low, or this candle here that had a nice tail to it, was pretty much parallel to the neckline and the bottom of the left shoulder. So I kind of drew that on my chart and as a watch zone, and on the open we came down and I thought, ooh, that would be a nice buy spot, and man, we blew right by that, blew right through the that potential bottom channel line, and came down and tested that green line again. And for all those of you that have horror stories about buy spots and being stopped out, well, here's mine. I thought we would get a decent day trade, or probably more of a swing trade here out of this pattern. So I was a little aggressive here because I figured that this whole area here was a nice buy spot. So bought a little here this morning, bought a little at the channel line this morning, and thought down here, oh, we're not going to break that, and bought a little here, and then my stop was just below this green line, and I got stopped out about right there today. and then naturally we shot way up, and then came back down at the open and formed a little bear flag here. Now we're forming another one. So it is what it is with trading. That's the way it goes. But the day that I don't put a stop here, especially with this wedge, I have a big loss. So it hurts, but I had a plan and I kept to the plan, so can't complain too much about that. But anyway, where do we go from here? Well, coming back out to the 4-hour. Oh, we still have that wedge there that I'm concerned about, and this green line. Again, with this inverse Head and Shoulders, I thought it was a good buy opportunity because it would come back up. It had a target up around 327, 328, I think, if I remember correctly, if it were to play out. And it all depends on where it broke out and whatnot. But and that, I thought that would be a fantastic back test here of this wedge, and be a great spot to close out the longs and go short. But again, it didn't pan out that way. So I'm watching this wedge here. It looks like it's playing out. I think if we start trading below this green line, we're looking at that target, which is way below here at 1248 and a half. You know, will we get another back test? Like I said a couple times, I don't think so. We got a little bit of a back test here, which is a questionable back test on minis because they run sloppy. But you know, this may be it. So if you're long, just be cautious. This green line is a big concern to me with this pattern right above it. And if you're short, I mean, you got a lot of wiggle room here. You know, this wedge broke, so we'd have to get back up into this area here, that 340 area and whatnot, before things start failing from the short side. So anyway, we'll keep an eye on this tonight and post an update in the morning. So feel free to check back in, and we'll see if we get any clues overnight to trading tomorrow. Thank you.